What's up everyone, this is Super Marcel and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode we got in ourselves the Leopleurodon, these very crocodile looking Leopleurodons, and I think that's it really. I don't remember anything else happening. But yeah, like we're trying to get to 5 stars for this island, and it took me a lot of behind the scenes stuff to get to this point, but we got $10.5 million. We got Leopleurodons. We could essentially do a lot of stuff now. It took a lot of grinding, but like I was lucky enough to get a contract to get me some what's it called? Shanshusauruses? Yeah, free Shanshusauruses that have to have the strong trait for a $10 million reward. Now it was very costly, don't get me wrong, but it was worth it in the end because now I got $10 million that I have to spend, and I think we both know, we all know what we're going to use that money on. I think it's about time we finally get that Suchomimus in here, and I'm willing to bet that Suchomimus probably would massively boost up our star rating. Yeah, we got the we're gonna get the Suchomimus. Another thing that I happened off screen, I finally have the bloody Oviraptors again. I was lucky enough to finally get, like, what was it? I think it was genetics. Yeah, it was genetics for some Oviraptors, so I finally managed to repopulate the Oviraptors enclosure. So they're back now. A lot of dinosaurs died here and there and stuff, but I gradually just got them back, and so I think now we just need to, like, get new dinosaurs. I want to get the Suchomimuses and talk about news regarding Spinosaurids. And I want to get Acrocanthosaurus. And I'm also kind of tempted to just expand this enclosure, because this is a lot of space and this is fairly small for a dinosaur enclosure. So I think I might just make this a bigger enclosure and make it a shared enclosure too. Make it like an enclosure that an iguanodon, whatever. Let's see, what do iguanodons like? I'm not getting sauropods. Even that size is a bit small. Maybe I might get ornithomimids, maybe ceratopsians. I'm kind of tempted for ornithomimids, honestly. And maybe some kind of ankylosaur. I think it would be fitting if we get Polacanthus, just to fit in with a nice homage to Walking with Dinosaurs, how they had a Polacanthus with the iguanodons. But anyways, yeah, let's get ourselves a Suchomimus. Now, I have one in store, but if we go into the exchange, if I remember correctly... No, where was it? I saw Suchomimus somewhere. Was it just maybe I refreshed it at some point. Oh well. Yeah, I think I refreshed it. That's fine. That's fine. We can just make more, we could just simply just make the Suchomimuses. We have the DNA, if I recall. Yes, we do have the DNA. It is costly, but we have the money now, so we don't have that much to lose. Now, there's an interesting thing that I have noticed. I'm just talk about it while So I've noticed that for some reason, the authorities don't like it when you clone dinosaurs from the incubator. So if we go into Suchomimus right now, right? Right there, boom, -5 authorities trust. And I was wondering, it's not just like a specific dinosaur thing. I tested this on all the dinosaurs that I have in the incubator. They all do the same things. Authorities just for some reason just don't like cloned dinosaurs, even though how else did we get the dinosaurs? You know, it's just kind of ironic. You're welcome, by the way, you know. You're trying to preserve the dinosaurs. I just brought them back from the dead. You should be thanking me, authorities. Oh, man. But I also hired some more better people. I fired my foster researchers staffs. I fired them simply because, you know, I have free cheaper research people, and I'm gonna always use those guys, so I thought I might as well just get rid of those faster research guys because I'm probably never gonna legitimately use them. So yeah, in replacement, I got a cheaper synthesis and I got a cheaper incubation, and that helps tremendously. Yeah. So let's make some Suchomimus. I think it's a long time coming. I actually really want to talk about this dinosaur. Not just Suchomimus, there's no, well, I mean, I guess there's a few things I could talk about Suchomimus. I did a bit of research. There's not a lot I could tell you about Suchomimus that I haven't already told you about, like baryonyx and stuff. You know, it's still a Spinosaurus after all. But evolution-wise, it's interesting where this dinosaur would eventually maybe lead to. You know? And also, of course, there's the other news. It's not the same dinosaur, but it's a dinosaur related to Suchomimus, a Spinosaur. Now, I don't know how many is enough for a happy amount of Suchomimuses. I think maybe 3? Yeah, 3. I'm happy with 3. This is a fairly, you know, it's a decent sized enclosure. It was supposed to be only for 1, but I think for 3, yeah, 1 for each puddle. Here we go. 1 for each puddle. It's a Suchomimus. That I like that. Yeah. Surely they'll be happy with 3 Suchomimuses. So 1's good enough, I guess. Antisocial and thirsty. I'm sorry, wait, how many did it say it would... A batch size of 1 to 4. And I only got 1. I guess we'll see if this is enough. Maybe I should repopulate some dinosaur. I had a second Quetzalcoatlus, and if you remember from the last episode, yeah, it kind of just died for a dumb reason. It almost happened again, by the way. It almost happened again. Where I was just in time, managed to come across this guy, who's once again, yeah, in the corner, just stuck flying in one spot. He was starving and thirsting to death. Luckily, I got him in time before he could just die. Yeah, I saved him. But still, it's really stupid that that happens. Like, why is that a thing? I feel like it shouldn't, like, they need to patch that. They need to patch that, like, right now. That's a really dumb glitch. You know? Because, like, I swear, I feel like maybe it's because it's so massive. It's such a massive pterosaur. Point here. But, you know, normally the largest the pterosaurs would normally go before Quetzalcoatlus was added was Tropiognathus, right? That was like a man-sized. But then you bring in Quetzalcoatlus, which could like look at T-Rex in the eye, right? And suddenly there's complications for it flying, you know? Also, one of my Alamosaurus died behind this scene, so maybe I should get a new Alamosaurus as well. That might do something for the star rating. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, also I haven't seen Acrocanthosaurus in the list for a while now. Now that I think about it. Might as well get... Yeah. You know what? Stuff it. I'm gonna get that second Quetzalcoatlus. Because there was supposed to be 2 of them. So I might as well just get it now.
What you choose to do in the exchange is none of my business. You don't have to explain yourself to me.
I just wanted a big bird. That's that's me in the courtroom.
Asset transported.
Alright, perfect. I like the idea of there being 2 anyway. Though there does seem to be an infection on you. Now you're not gonna get stuck in the corner and just die from starvation, are you? Better not. Oh, what is this crater that I just created? What happened? What, did you have a camping trip or something? Why are you... Hello? Was this guy just sleeping on the car? I just like the idea that the bloody that they came in, they did their job, they refilled the feeder or something. They came in, you know, checked if the dinosaurs were gone. Yeah, got out, went to the feeder, replaced it with a new batch of meat. Then he went back into the car just to find that this guy was just sleeping on the hood or something. It's like, oh, well, damn. What do we do? We can't start the car because then we're gonna hurt the dinosaur. We can't stay here because then the dinosaurs will come and kill us. Kind of an old... Oh, God's sake. Well, I guess it was a good thing that I replaced it with another Quetzalcoatlus just in time then.
Additional task.
Here we go, Suchomimus. Let's do this. We'll release them all, three of them, in the enclosure at once at the same time. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is... That's the wrong enclosure, because I noticed in time. Here is the Suchomimus.
Picking up asset.
There we go, Suchomimus. I really like Suchomimus in this game. It is a really cool model. It's probably the closest that you have to the Spinosaur to like. Here's the thing about Spinosaurs, and it makes it difficult for me to talk about, is that other than Spinosaurus, for obvious reasons, there's not a lot I could really tell you about in terms of other Spinosaurs. So when you get Baryonyx and then put in Suchomimus in there, I'm just telling you the same things. There's not a whole lot difference that I could tell you about. Why can I not cycle through the dinosaurs? I can clearly see there's another one right there. Yeah, they are security level 5. I'm just gonna have to hope that they're happy enough to not destroy. I have to say, I love the red speckles here and there for this guy. This guy's cool. He looks evil. Like he's gonna make up like a devious plan. But yeah, like there's not a lot I could really tell you about Spinosaurs. In fact, if anything, this is what most Spinosaurs would look like. You know, obviously Spinosaurus is the exception, and Irritator, the dinosaur that I will talk about, is also another exception because there is a slight sail. Oh yeah, and there's also Ichthyonator, which is kind of like Concavinator, but like the opposite. It's a weird dinosaur. But otherwise, most other Spinosaurs just kind of just look like this. Even Baryonyx would look like this. But instead they made Baryonyx look like an alligator. Yeah, Suchomimus is interesting. So Suchomimus was found in Africa, North Africa, in a I don't remember what specific time it came from, but it definitely was before Spinosaurus's age, and this is important to know. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. Oh, this is really sweet. It's like proper courtship. But it's what was it? So Suchomimus. So the cool thing to note about North African dinosaurs is that Africa is where Spinosaurus is found. I believe Spinosaurus is also found in Morocco, but Suchomimus is a different time period. They're actually older. Oh yeah, gonna fight for who's leader. Suchomimus is older than Spinosaurus and did not live with Spinosaurus. So there's the interesting idea that perhaps Suchomimus is actually an ancient, like an ancestor to Spinosaurus, almost. Like this dinosaur would eventually turn into Spinosaurus. And this Suchomimus also lived with the likes of Oranosaurus and I don't remember what the name of the theropod is, but some kind of theropod that was a Carcharodontosaurus, which is also believed to have may have evolved into Carcharodontosaurus. So it's interesting to look at this little dig site to see what is basically like the protoforms of dinosaurs that are to come, in which case it's Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. And yeah, it's really cool and interesting to look at. I mean, you can definitely see resemblance. Obviously, the infamous spine's not there, but you can see see the crest. And that is an indistinguishable part about Spinosaurus. That isn't the obvious spine. And don't worry, when the day comes when we do legitimately get Spinosaurus, I am absolutely talking about it. You kidding me? Such a iconic and controversial dinosaur. There's no way I'm not going to talk about Spinosaurus. But yeah, Suchomimus does have some characteristics that isn't just Spinosaurid, you know, but it's cool. Now, in regards to semi-recent news, this is a little outdated at this point by the time this video comes out, but Irritator. Irritator's not in the game, unfortunately. It would be cool if they do get it, and it would be cool if they model it after the recent discoveries and make it like a weird, freaky, stretchy mouth Spinosaurus. But Irritator is a dinosaur found in Brazil, in a formation that is mainly pterosaur based. So it's like one of like 2 dinosaurs, I think, that are only found in that formation. Most of them are pterosaurs. It's like Irritator and this one small little like Saurosaur or something, you know. And the reason why they called it Irritator is a funny backstory. They called it Irritator because, quite frankly, the paleontologists who discovered it found it really irritating to like get it to actually excavate it. They had like a couple problems. I don't remember off the top of my head what those problems were. But they definitely had problems getting that dinosaur out. And that's why they called it Irritator. Now the reason why I'm talking about Irritator is because just recently, this year, they came out with a new discovery about Irritator. And this is regarding to the mouth of Irritator, and it's such a bizarre thing to look at. So essentially, they looked at the mandible of Irritator. For those that don't know, oh, okay, you're just gonna stick your head out. Good thing I don't have any paths next to this fence. You could just scoop him up if you wanted to. But essentially, so Suchomimus, what was it? Irritator has this. Oh, it's no. The mandible is okay. Well, first off, the mandible is the lower jaw. That's what the mandible is. That's the jaw. So it's this part right here. Right, that's the mandible. And what they found in the mandible of Irritator was that it was able to expand. It was such a strange phenomenon, almost like a snake or a pelican. I mean, in fact, most of the papers that I look at regarding to this mouth function compare it more to a pelican. And the idea is that when it opens up its mouth, it expands there's still like skin and muscle connected between the mandible, so it's not like the predator, right? So it still looks like a jaw, except that it's weird and stretchy, right? And what they believe it could have done, it seems that not only was it able to expand its jaws, but it also would have like opened up its throat wider. And what we think this is for is that, so it's still obviously pescivorous, right? That's what the majority of Spinosaurids are. You know, they're pescivorous in nature. They only eat fish. Well, not only. They do. There is evidence that they have hunted pterosaurs before. We found pterosaurs. I just hit the microphone. You probably heard that. They probably hunted pterosaurs before. There is, I think there's a Spinosaurus remain that had like pterosaur bones in the stomach. Maybe that was a different dinosaur. I don't know. But it wasn't just fish, right? Now, how this benefits something like Irritator is that so they found that the bite was still like, you know, fairly pescivorous, right? It was still weak, but it was fast, right? It didn't need to be strong enough to hunt big dinosaurs. It just needed to be fast enough to catch a fish. And with the ability to expand its jaws, something like Irritator could possibly just grab like a massive fish, pull it out of the water, and just swallow it whole. That is wicked. That is cool. I love that idea. That of it just like pelican-esque, just go gulp into like a fish. Yeah, I think hopefully with this new findings, we will get to see an Irritator in a future update, and I do hope that they do implement the whole weird freaky pelican mouth thing, you know? Imagine the cool fun ideas that you could come up with, Frontier, you know? I'm giving you ideas. Should probably do it. Yeah, that's Suchomimus / Irritator, you know? Yeah. Ah, man, nothing else I could really say about this dinosaur. But I'm glad I have it. It's actually a really cool dinosaur. I love the model. I love the interactions and how it's just they nuzzle each other. It's like a true proper like courtship almost, you know? Like I could see them like pairing up and like reproducing like baby Suchomimuses and stuff. Yeah. Sweet. So now that we're done with this already seems to have caused an impact. We're already getting like slightly there to our 5th star. Now we just need to start working on other things. Mainly this area. I want to make an Acrocanthosaurus enclosure. I definitely want Acrocanthosaurus. I think that would be a good final dinosaur. And maybe further down, we might also consider expanding the Iguanodon enclosure and adding other dinosaurs, like maybe Archaeornithomimus and... what was the other one I was thinking of? Archaeornithomimus, maybe Drysaurs. And, Polacanthus. Ooh, I need to get new Chunkingasauruses. Okay.
Heading to collect
Before
the
I worry
asset.
about this, I gotta worry about this. So, we'll get back to that. Light of the Suchomimus. How about that for a safari ride, huh? Oh, Jesus. It was a ruse. They were gonna they were distracting the guests to and they were gonna fight each other, and they were fighting each other until one of them surprise attacked them with his hail, and then this guy comes in and scoops up anyone who fell out. What the fuck? Oh, how do you? What? Where even are you? How did you? What? What was that? Excuse me. Whoa, yeah. I definitely squashed someone there. There's 100%. But it's kind of funny that for God's sakes, I find it funny that 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 humans in this universe are apparently immune to car crashes, but the moment I need to put you into the bed. Okay. The moment a dinosaur comes out, even if it's the smallest dinosaur, right? It's just automatically just like ah, run away! Ah, it's a Compsognathus! Ah! And they just die if the Compsognathus even remotely like touches their ankle. It's just... oh no. Okay. We're now at this point, huh? Or I can't repopulate the Australopithecus, unfortunately. Ah, damn it. Alright. Okay, I need to move you to the cargo ship, because otherwise you're gonna wreak havoc.
Adding to the list.
Oh, god damn it. Whenever you're about to make progress in this game mode, it suddenly just gets yanks from you, and you gotta do it all over again. You get one big step. What the hell? And now even the iguanodons are starting to die out. I literally just got them. Like, in-game would have been like, what,
Asset
2 or 3 hours
transportation in
ago.
progress.
Oh, god damn it. And you know what? I think it might be... Yeah, we gotta end it anyway. Oh, well, I guess I'll clean this mess up behind the scenes. Hopefully I'll get some Australopithecus back. Yeah, I think next time we'll probably expand this enclosure, because I doubt we're going to get Acrocanthosaurus anytime soon. It would be nice, but like, that's like a 1 in like, who knows how many dinosaurs are in this game chance of that reappearing in the list again.
Transit
So
has commenced.
we can only hope that Acrocanthosaurus comes back. So I guess we'll focus more on like more easier to do terms. So yeah, we'll just expand this enclosure, maybe get more iguanodons. It'll be to make it more suitable, and get some dinosaurs that will like share the enclosure with the iguanodons. I think it would be nice. You know, maybe we could have a little fun gamble and like pick a mystery dinosaur, you know, when that happens. Yeah. But otherwise, you know what? I'm pretty happy with what we've done. We finally got Suchomimus, and I think the Suchomimus is a big step forward to our park getting 5 stars, you know, because it is a pretty cool dinosaur, Suchomimus. It's an infamous dinosaur. In fact, I'm wondering, we look at the star rating, Suchomimus isn't... He's like at the bottom of the list. Somehow, iguanodons are more infamous than the Suchomimus. But sure, I guess, yeah. And no surprise, Quetzalcoatlus is the star attraction, yeah. But otherwise, yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Mario, and make sure you have a super time. Bye bye. Suchomimus. Scratch.